seconds.
How dare you!
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready! And good morning, everyone. Welcome to No Warning, because that's just what you got. I showed up, and that's all the warning you got. Anyway, good morning. Welcome to the Monday, June 26, 2023. Where the hell is 2023 going? Why didn't 2020 go this quickly? But anyway, glad you're here. Glad you're watching, and this is the interactive conversation show where you type it out, I will reply. And if you're watching us on live, we love you. Thank you for showing up. And if you're watching us on the rerun, please, please, please give us a like, give us a love if you enjoy any part of this, and also leave a comment. We'll try to get back to you on it, okay? We'll have a conversation there after the fact, or ipso facto, if I had any legal advice to give you. But anyway, speaking of which, please, I have, for those of you who believe in prayer or good thoughts for people, I have three people actually in mind. Please send positive thoughts to somebody in Illinois, somebody in Kentucky, and somebody in Missouri. I'm not at liberty to say what it is. I'm sure everyone will find out soon. But there's some people with health issues and people undergoing some trauma right now that we need to be sending out some positive vibes. So when I say make today a day that's better for somebody else, especially on a Monday, please do so, okay? It is urgent. It really is. Some days more than others. Pardon me. But anyway, we are brought to you by Rising Tide Publications. Coming soon, Santa's Stein, the 10th Anniversary Celebration Edition. Please keep an eye out for our Indiegogo campaign for that. Be coming up very, very soon, hopefully in a couple of weeks. And it's going to be worth getting. It's going to be our first hardcover publication, and we think you'll like it. Also, later down the road, Doc Saga, the Terrors, all kinds of cool things coming up. I'm really excited about a lot of this. And also brought to you by Plasma Fire Graphics. When the look of your book matters to you. Why Plasma Fire Graphics? Because you work so hard on your book, your publication, and you want that thing to look incredible. And that's why you need Jeffrey Hayes, the award-winning Jeffrey Hayes, for this book from StormgatePress.com. And no, he didn't do that one. He didn't do that one. Good planning, Brian. But he did do this one for Ben Books. And one of the stories in here won an award that had a Jeffrey Hayes cover on it. So if you want to maybe put yourself up for some awards, get yourself all the advantages, and that includes Jeffrey Hayes. Contact him. First, go to his Facebook page and look at all the great samples he's got there. Then go to plasmafiregraphics.com and check out his work there. Then contact him about his indie creator-friendly pricing. You will be glad you did. And he's great to work with, believe me, because I am such a that he deserves sainthood for working with me. But anyway, it's Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And we've got people lining up and making comments. Oh, good morning to every one of you. Thank you for showing up this morning. We never know if anybody's going to see this. So we are definitely grateful that you're here for the next 45 minutes, when we're going to segue into Nick Tockert's Never Mind the Furthermore, vastly improved. We got rid of the old host. What a hack. What a dreadful job he did for almost 7 years. But we got a good host in there now, so please check it out. And the first person we're going to check out is Teresa Dunn. Teresa, how are you? Mwah! And she is in charge of a book show in Keokuk, Iowa, that's looking for some warm bodies. Contact her for details. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if she gets enough people, I will show up. Or if you get even twice as many, I will stay away and help the thing out. Anyway, Teresa, good morning to you. And good morning to you, Jessica Johnson. Mwah! I'm going to see you in about 3 weeks, I believe it is, at the Heroes for Kids Con at the Perry Rec Center in Perryville, Missouri. It's going to be a great affair. It's going to have a lot of guests, a lot of great activities for all ages, a lot of coffee. I'll be draining as much of it as I can. And also, I will be there the minute you get in the door. We will have new publications for you. Please check us out. Check out everyone else in there. It's going to be a great time. Check out their Facebook page and their website. Yes, it's good stuff. And also, your contribution, when you buy a ticket, your part of your take is going to go to two children's charities, one local and one national. And I know Jessica's going to list which ones they are. But anyway, Jessica, we love you. Mwah, can't wait to see you in the fam. And Skylar Productions, Willow Skylar, mwah, we adore you too. Good morning to you, my darling. Hope you are well. And from the Desolate Small Press Publisher, mwah, Joe D. McPhee, we love you too. Hope you're doing well. Joe is the host from the Desolate Small Press Publisher. Great show on Saturday night at 10 a.m. or not 10 a.m., 10 p.m. The senility is kicking up high with Brian today. Only had 2 cups of coffee yet. Anyway, check them out at 10 p.m. on Saturday nights. Also, Thursday nights, the brand new, vastly improved host of Comic Book Spectrum, because I'm staying away from there until I get my newest novel written. It means that much to me. So please check it out. No warning for this. Good morning to you, Joe. I hope you're doing well today, my friend. And there's that website, heroesforkidscon.org, and Facebook, and there is the Facebook address for that. Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. And positive thoughts being passed. Thank you, Teresa. There's 3 people who are in dire need of it this morning, I know. And that smiley face button is in the most unfortunate place. Which smiley face is... Okay, I'm looking at my background here. There's a lot of stuff that's in an unfortunate place. Usually it's me. It's not that. That's my snow shorts button and a copy of Santa's sign. God, now you got me paranoid. Not that takes a lot of effort, but good Lord, something fell down here. Something fell down. I don't know what it was, but it fell down anyway. Anyway, now I'm going to be worrying about that, Willow. You're driving me madder at least. Andy Bova sending positive vibes to those you mentioned. Thank you, Andy, and good morning. Love you, man. And Jeffrey should have done that book, Brian. Yeah. If you mean the one I'm working on, my publisher already has someone in mind. If I couldn't get Jeffrey, this would have been my next choice. Actually, he's the first choice. I'll explain later. And hello, Brian, and everyone. Hope all is well. Much love back to you, Andy. Glad you're here. And Fly Me Home is one of the charities that Jessica's Heroes for Kids convention on the 15th of July will be working towards. Also, the La Bonheur Children's Hospital, which I'm sure I'm not pronouncing correctly, and VG now has Nulu Bourbon Barrel Villainous Grounds, that's our coffee vendor of choice, now has Nulu Bourbon Barrel aged coffee beans, and it smells and tastes amazing. Tell her to bring some to the con, and I will give a personal endorsement. She needs to have me in for a signing, damn it. I don't care if she can't get one there. That's my risk, not hers. And good morning, must stay in lurker mode, but howdy. Oh, Cindy, mwah. Check out this lady's stuff at ckoepp.com and sign up for that monthly newsletter. It is the bomb diggity. It is awesome. Also, check out from bearproductions.com, I believe it is. Animal Eye, plus her other amazing books. She's a fantastic writer. Also, check out her. I think I found a key. I think I found one of the toggle keys. Anyway, please check out Cindy Kep's work on Amazon and at bearproductions.com. And also, she does a lot of amazing stuff. Please support her. And watching on my cell phone, you can give reactions. I was giving you hearts and hit the smiley face a few times by accident. Oh, sweetheart, you are welcome to give me a smiley because I know you love me as I love you, Willow, or would kill for the chance to. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Willow. Hope you're working on a good day. And the one you almost held up, that is. Okay. All right. Yeah, it did. It was vastly. Well, I better let's see. I make sure I'm not insulting anyone that I know. I don't know this person, so yeah, I like Jeffrey better. You're right, Joe. Totally right. And good morning to you, John Celestri. Hey, check out what this guy does. He's got broadcasting on his YouTube channel where he's at right now, and also it does a great many wonderful books, which I just happen to have one here. And John, I got to do this unfortunately because is a family show. I didn't say which family, but it's a family nonetheless. And I can't do that one either on here. But anyway, check out Bloodwing Angel. It's a fantastic grown-up cartoon series that you're going to dig. Great art, great stuff from John Silvestri, who is responsible for the only 10 minutes worth watching in the Star Wars holiday special, namely the Boba Fett cartoon. So anyway, John, we were glad you're here. Hope you're having a great day so far. Hope you're all having a good Monday. Like I said, there are people right now who are not, and please send your prayers and positive thoughts to my three friends who are in a bit of turmoil. But I think at least one of them will be better emotionally today, and I just haven't heard from the other two yet, and I know what one is up to. So anyway, enough cryptid talk. Not cryptid, that's Nick Tockard. Anyway, one thing I want to say, you may have noticed that my numbers of subscribers jumped a couple weeks ago. And I suspect I know why, and I wanted everyone to know I had nothing to do with it, aside from broadcast. But I know the signs. I think someone, out of the goodness of their heart, bought me some viewers or bought me some subscriptions. And I have to say, if your intent was to help me, thank you very much. For 1 minute, I was over the 1,000 mark, although my viewer hours are nowhere near what they used to be when I was broadcasting like 4 times or 5 times a week. But if you want to help the show, please don't buy me viewers, because here's what happens. YouTube has a way of knowing that they're bots, okay? And I can tell you the exact day. You check my numbers, and you'll see there's one day where everything went like this in the viewers. And I had a very good follow-up show, so I think some of them were live. But the thing is, what YouTube is going to do is, and I'm speaking only of YouTube, this has nothing to do with Facebook or anywhere else I broadcast, but YouTube will periodically goes through, and if they see somebody that gets like a boost like that, they start auditing them. And I've gone through that before when somebody did the same thing. They thought they were doing me a favor and bought me some viewers. The thing is, they will then take out the bots, which means my numbers then start dropping. I lose out in the algorithms. Then they start thinking, well, as long as we're at it, let's go and take out like the inactive accounts. They take them out. And then they sometimes occasionally get a regular account that is active, that is fully functioning. And I noticed I just lost a viewer, so I think I hit a nerve. Anyway, I think someone's back. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you're here, new person. You've restored my confidence in myself. But anyway, the algorithms then start working against me. And I will say, here's confession, because Brian is usually far more transparent than he needs to be. And Joe, you can laugh at this all you want, but this is a real thing. It goes against me, and this is one of the reasons why, like up to about a month ago, I was considering dropping my channel. I really was, because I wanted to be monetized. But we had hit kind of a wall. And there are things that I don't see myself doing in order to build the amount of viewership that it would take to become monetized. And even that's a crapshoot. But when I'm sure somebody is doing things with the best intentions. And I thank you sincerely for that, whoever it was. And I do not ever need to know who it was. It can be your secret. Okay. The laugh was for the person who dropped and then came back. And they're still here, Joe, so we have driven them off. This is a good thing. But give me a moment. Anyway, newcomer, thank you for your... Oh, we got another person. Thank you, new person. Anyway, and please leave a comment so we know you're here and we can say hello to you. And if you got something to promote, put it in the chat here. We'll let people know you exist. But anyway, what happens is this is a gift that actually works against me. So if you care, please tell your friends about me. Share this program with other people. If you know anybody that might be interested or needs to have someone who will say hello to them on a Monday morning when things look like total shit. Okay, we're here for them, as we have been for years. But yeah, I almost considered dropping out entirely of broadcasting, just guest starring on other shows. But every now and then I get this message that we are needed, because we do provide a place for people to talk and to share their concerns, share their joys. Um, and so I'm not going to give up broadcasting. I'm not going to give up being on anyone else's show right now. In fact, we still have plans to bring back Clever Title pending. I still owe you guys 2 shows from the Amy Hale indie GoFundMe, the GoFundMe campaign. And right now it's a matter of finding the time to do it. But anyway, that's that. And again, like I said, please don't buy anybody any sort of viewers. It will work against them in the long run. We may see a little bump long term from people who discover us because it fed the algorithms and such. We get some notice, but we are in danger of losing more than what we started with. So, and I would just as soon not see that. So anyway, but somebody we would like to see is Damian Waldron, the mighty Damian Waldron. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you and your lady are doing well this morning. And anyway, that's our kvetching for the morning. Again, thank you to whoever did that. But please don't do it again. All right, it does not help me as much as you think. So anyway, does anyone have any questions about writing or publishing or editing or what have you? Oh, and I want to say a big thank you to Jen Thompson and the Indie Author Books Expo in Peoria, and to anyone who's watching from that that great event. Thank you for showing up and thank you for being there. We had a fun time. We had a great time. Cookie managed to come with me. Jen was wearing the right bra. I'm not going to explain that. And we just had a general good time. Then went to a place. Now, forgive me for the name, folks. It was a good time. We went to a place called Coochie's in East Peoria. And I told them they had me a coochie. But should I be like for this? But no, it's KUCH IE.S Bar and Grill. And it's in the middle of a rather sketchy neighborhood, but the food was amazing. Check out their Facebook page. They have a milkshake there that I thought I was going to shred my stomach lining with, because it was not only like a 12-ounce mason jar full of banana milkshake, which was heavenly, but it also had like a ring of whipped cream at the base with banana candies and chocolate chips and chocolate shavings. Then around the rim of the glass was fudge with banana candy and chocolate chips. And then topping that was a banana muffin, delicious banana muffin, covered in whipped cream and more chocolate chips, more candy, and then stuck in on skewers. One skewer had a banana-flavored moon pie. Then the other skewer had chocolate-covered frozen bananas. This thing was a monster. And if it weren't for some help I got, I wouldn't have been able to finish the damn thing on top of dinner, which was, for the record, the great Coochie Burger, as a hamburger with their special sauce, some onions on it, and a piece of beautiful sliced cheese, Swiss cheese rather, on a ciabatta bun. It was amazingly good. And the French fries were fantastic. Pardon me. So anyway, we've got some more comments here while I'm telling you about my food, and I'm starting to get hungry again. Anyway, love to you. Glad you're here. Hope you're having a great day. And hey to you, Facebook user. Hope all is well. And good morning, Eric S. Hawkins. Eric is the genius behind Stone Door Studio. He's got a page on Facebook. Please give that a like if you would. And also the co-host of Comic Book Spectrum with Joe D. McPhee. Also Brian Rahman and the Gold Standard, Clyde Hall. Who I got a great compliment on Clyde the other day. Said that that Clyde could review a grocery list and she'd probably listen to it. He's got somebody following him. So anyway, Eric, good to see you this morning. Glad to have you here. And somebody is mocking me with their laughter. I will take it. And Eric, says the host of Comic Book Spectrum, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. And good A to you. Good day to you, Radio Retro Future. How you doing, Bonsart? Glad to have you. And thank you, Brian, for the shout-out for Blood Wing Angel. John, you should get more shout-outs, brother. That is a great work of art. I'm rereading it again right now. And I'm going to get on your next campaign. I missed the last one, darn it. I had that talk with Cookie about my spending on crowdfunding. So anyway, John was one of the many unfortunate casualties of that. But anyway, John, love you, man, and we're glad you're here. And if you got anything to shout out, like a broadcast or a new publication, you know where we get to do it, right here, John. Thank you. And Cindy, that thing is bananas. That thing is bananas and milk and all kinds of dietary distress. It was more calories than most nations get in a whole week, and I managed to finish most of it. Oh, thank you. Shout out to everyone who helped me with it, though. In fact, if you go on Coochie's, oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Coochie's, you know where we're going, folks. Straight there. Okay. It was a trial. It was an effort to get that down because it was so delicious. It was really a fantastic shake. But a lot of their dishes there, you wouldn't know it from it being a bar, like like a beach bar. You wouldn't know it, but a lot of that stuff looked like modern art. It really did. And it was delicious. They had salads that looked like it would take about 5 people to finish if they hadn't eaten for a week. But it was beautiful. It was like right on the lake. And we were watching the skiers go by and the boats and everything, and the sun was just starting to set, and it was 93 degrees out, and the sun was on our backs, and it's like, it was a mixed blessing. But yeah, the food was great. Our waitress was great. Our wait person, excuse me, I'm so 50s, and I'm currently writing a book that's set in the 70s. I think that's why I'm thinking in those terms. But anyway, it was a great time. We had a fantastic time. And believe me, we will go back. We will go back. It was so cool. And I can feel my A1C rising with glorious sugary goodness. Yeah, this was like a sugar-gasm in a plate. And I should have known something was up when she came out with this thing and 4 plates and 4 spoons. And the other 3 went... So it was tasked to me. Oh, what the suffering. Hashtag real first world problems, right? But I can't finish all my food. But and then they brought it out before my entree, and I'm like, what do you expect me to do with this this monster? Fortunately, I did get help at the table with some of it from Cookie and Paul Burrell. But anyway. It was a fantastic catastrophe. I loved it. It was great. And nothing beats a good cheeseburger. Seriously. And this was perfectly cooked. It was a half pound of hamburger, which I normally don't go for hamburgers that are too thick, because I like mine cooked all the way through. Unlike my steaks, I like my hamburger to be cooked all the way through. Mostly for contamination reasons. Because hamburger goes through a grinder and the blades can sometimes pick up contamination that way. Yes, I used to work in a restaurant. And, but yeah, this was perfectly cooked. It was still juicy, still had a good char on the outside, and everything was just magnificent about this sandwich. It was great. And good morning from the Decimal Small Press Publisher, from John to Joe. And good morning, John and Joe. It sounds like diabetes in a mason jar. Yeah, I'm not checking my blood sugar for the next few months. I'm not diabetic, but I could be by now. It was a shameful display of my gluttony. And then we went out the next day, Cookie and a friend, hi Robin, and myself, and I proceeded to eat a lot there too. So, and I wasn't feeling well yesterday. I think it was from being in the sun all after for the evening and all, but I was feeling a little out of it till the evening. So anyway, Brian, Joe brings up a good thought. What do you think makes up a good burger? That is a good thought. Damien. And check out Omniversal Inc. He's got some great work out there that y'all need to pay attention to. But yeah, I think a good cut of hamburger, fat in the 75 to 80% range, the 85 75% meat range. Um, and like a good complimentary, I like cheese on mine. The bun should be flavorful as well, just like I think a pizza crust should have flavor on its own, not just as a vehicle for what's on top of it. But for me, it's yeah, like I said, I like a good slice of cheese on there, something melty, like provolone or mozzarella, or actually a good sharp cheddar, which unfortunately does not melt very well. But American cheese is really good. I do like that, although I don't eat it normally in the course of a meal, just on burgers. And as for toppings, I like onions. I like white onions usually, and sweet onions are the best, like the Georgia stuff. Good tart pickle and tomato optional. Lettuce doesn't add a whole lot, but as for toppings, it varies. I very rarely use ketchup anymore, but I do like mayo on one bun and a good golden mustard on the other, or a honey mustard. So that's it. It all depends on my mood, but that's an excellent question. Let's hear, what do you think, guys and gals, think what makes up a good burger for you, assuming you eat meat? And think Charles, Brian, when you say it. I think of Charles a lot. Yeah, and people don't know Charles is a wonderful guitarist. He's very talented, very excellent flamenco style guitarist. Excellent. Have to head out, everyone. Have a great day, and hope to see many of you at Heroes for Kids Comic Con. You will see me there, and if you're smart, you'll come there too. It's going to be a good time. A lot of great guest stars, a lot of great vendors. I will be there, and we are going to have a good time. No one has a choice about that. We will have a good time. Hey, good morning, Brian, everyone. Looking forward to seeing everyone in a few weeks at Heroes for Kids Comic Con. I'm looking forward to it too. I seriously am. Now, believe it or not, I've got 2 weeks off before that happens, so I'm rather happy about that. I can get some work done, maybe, and I'm going to do a little bit of traveling during that time, because just local stuff mostly. Because Cookie is they're like where she works. They give them two-week vacations where they kind of shut down for the most part, the plant, and Cookie has to work today and tomorrow, possibly Wednesday, for cleanup reasons. And then we're going to make a little mini trip, a little mini vacay. And we're planning, like I said, some local outings like day trips and things like that while she's off. And do some stuff around the house. I want more bookshelves. And just generally enjoy each other's company before I'm left on my own again. Anyway, and cannot has cheeseburger. Oh, that's true. Cindy cannot has cheeseburger. Now, Cindy, could you have something? I'm asking in sincere curiosity. Cindy has a number of food-related allergies, just like my wife does. If you were to have the plant-based meats and maybe a non-dairy cheese, could that work into your diet? That's what I'm asking. Charles is highly intelligent, has multiple college degrees. She really does. She's kind of like Marilyn Monroe, or a lot of the, semi-bimbo actresses that they really are putting on an act, and they know it, and they milk it. And like, you'd think Charo, from her numerous appearances, was, kind of ditzy. Far from it. That woman is a bleeping genius. She really is. I agree with you completely. And it's like I talk about, some of the women in my life. Yes, they are attractive, but, and I'm not saying this to make it sound like I'm woke or anything, but I genuinely admire intelligence in people. That's why we're friends, right? Because you like dumb people and I like smart guys. So there. But anyway, no, like people like Karen Nicole. I've made no bones about the fact that, she's gorgeous, she's hot, but I love talking to her. I love, just having a conversation with her. She's funny, she's intelligent, and I value that in other people. So there. A bit of garlic butter on the bun, says the Willow Skylar. Patty seasoned with onions and green peppers. Yes, I forgot that. Apple, smoked bacon, barbecue sauce, and not too spicy, or chili sauce, cheddar, or Mazda cheese. Ooh. Excellent choices. Yeah, the garlic butter on the bun. I hadn't thought of garlic butter. We sometimes use butter, or here's something else we use, a very, very thin layer of bacon fat Like if we cook some bacon, we save the fat, and we'll use it for something like this, where we fire up the griddle, and then while the hamburgers are cooking, we place the buns on. We put like I said, a razor's edge thin uh, dollop of bacon grease on there, and it gives it kind of a smoky flavor to whatever we put on top of it. Whether it's mayo or mustard, or what have you. But yeah, that's a super idea, Willow. Thank you. That's mouth watering right there. Oh my god, no wonder we're friends. That's beautiful. And Cindy Cat, plant-based meat and cheese are soy empowered and have other allergens to stabilize and flavor it. Soy is one of the two fast reaction allergies. Eggs are the other. I can grind my own meat. I make my own sausage patties. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Because yeah, I know a number of people do make their own sausage, and you can control what's in. Okay, that makes sense, Cindy. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for sharing that. That's beautiful. That is very cool. I didn't, I knew that there was a lot of soy in them, but I didn't realize soy was one of your allergens. I will say for your protection, though, do not go through Decatur, Illinois. That is the home of the Archer Daniels Midland Corporation, and it is soy. It is soy. Soybean production and processing, and you get like about 2 miles outside the city limits, and all you smell is soy. I can always tell when I'm going through Decatur that it smells like soy before I get there, and I smell like soy for about another half hour afterwards. So yeah, just a gentle warning: do not go through Decatur, Illinois. It is soy intensive. Yeah, Decatur. There you go. Or as the locals call it, Decatur. So yeah. So my warning to you, Cindy, because I care. And there's there are parts of you probably know the community, because I'm sure that the fumes from soy processing do you no favors either. So yeah, I've had to become quite sensitive to other people's allergies, since I can eat anything as long as it's dead. Whereas Cookie has nowhere near the number you have of allergens, but she can compete with you some days. Is there a Kikkoman factory there? That much soy? No, like I said, it's Archer Daniels Midland, or ADM as it's usually called. Being up in the Windy City, you probably don't have as much contact with it, but it is all throughout the Midwest. Like I said, they're involved in processing soy beans for other uses, such as soy sauce, such as tofu, various other food products, probably having a heyday now with the non-meat craze that's going around. But yeah, it is so big I can't even think of the number two. So, but yeah, it is a big deal in the Midwest. A lot of the plant-based meats use coconut oil as a substitute for fat too, for those allergic to that. Well, I guess some research would be in order. That's a good point there, Damien. That Cookie and I have to look at everything she eats now. She has some principal allergens. Let's call them pine, tomato, peanut, Spanish peanut. Although she can have things like cashews, walnuts, things like that, acorns, whatever. And let's see what else. Also, she's lactose intolerant. Her gastrointestinal system is usually in a state of open armed conflict that makes it sound like Moscow on Saturday. So yeah, so we have to read the labels. That's why we like shopping at places like Aldi's, because they no longer have products with monosodium glutamate. That's another trigger for Cookie. Fortunately, she has nothing except maybe pine that might land her in a hospital. Everything else will just make her sick as hell. And that inconveniences me, and we can't have that now, can we? And soy is in a lot of food products now. I feel bad for people who have allergies. I do too. Fortunately, we get around the tomato thing with something called banana sauce. It's in fact, I just recommended it to a friend. We found out on Saturday has a tomato allergy. And for those of you who don't know, banana sauce you find like in Asian stores, or that's how we've been finding it, or on Amazon. And during World War II, we had to stop the export of tomatoes to places like the Philippines because our troops needed them, right? They were being rationed here in this country. So they wanted their own. So they found a way to take spices and ground up bananas and make a tomato substitute for it. It tastes like sweeter version of Heinz, and it's kind of gelatinous to a small degree, but a little bit of water, a few drops of water in there, and shake it, mix it up real good. It's not like like the old anticipation commercial where it comes out torturously slowly, but it has a more regular consistency, and with spices you can remove a lot of the excess sweetness of it. So, but it's good stuff. This is what we use around the house now. And I almost burnt my oven down to making baked impossible meatloaf balls. Really? Are they that dense? Is that they're hard to heat up, or is that it? I usually just nuke mine. Like frozen meatballs, I just nuke mine for like a minute, then slice them and pop them into any sauces. Pools of oil. Oh, I get that. That would might make them break down. Holy cats. Wow. And Cindy Cap says, I have gotten 2 bottles of the same thing at the same time on the same shelf. They had different contents. Read all the things. Yes. That's why we have to look for like tomato paste in anything that provides a red color to it. Paprika is a good substitute if you just want the color. Not real fond of red dye number 5 if I can help it, but we eat what we gotta. And there she is, Dawn. Haha! I wake up for banana sauce. See, it's an omen. You must become a bat. No, banana sauce. Dawn, as mentioned, her weakness to ketchup, and she missed it. And so, Dawn, like I said, just let me know if you want me to pick you up one, and we can arrange a meeting, perhaps. Ooh, a meeting. Maybe we'll go to Coochie's again. Who knows? Bring your own ketchup now. So anyway, good morning to you, darling. Mwah, it was so good to have you hanging. Dawn came to the Indie Author Book Expo on Saturday and hung out with me and Cookie and worked the room, and it was a great time. And oh my God, we had so much fun. We did. And we are caught up with your comments right now. And hello, everyone on all of our various channels here. We want to welcome you. And for those of you who came in later, maybe you're not familiar with it, we give no warning as to when this show is on, although we're usually on at 9 in the morning on Mondays, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central, but don't tell anyone. So, and did you show pics of that shake? No, I should do that. Hold on a second. I'm going to go searching. I have it on my other computer is the thing. So here's what I'm going to do. Can you see each other? Yes. It's funny. I just typed in KU and Coochie's on the Water just came up. Let me see if I can. I should be able to share this. And let's see. Photos. Because I know they had one. They had another one that looked like amazing. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. And oh my God, they got. Yeah, we'll just specialize in this. Okay, here we go. We're going to share a picture with you, or present as it's now called. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to be moving like I'm on. That's not it. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we're going to be moving like we're in an 80s music video, but here we go. Here is this, and get back here and add to the live stream. Look at that thing. Look at that monster, huh? In fact, we're going to do this. Let's see if this will work. Yes, it does. Yes. Moving up from the bottom, you will see the beautifully arranged whipped cream, and it's lightly decorated with chocolate shavings and hard banana candy and 2 pieces of Laffy Taffy. Then inside that mason jar that you see on top of it is a delicious milkshake unto itself, freshly made. And then you see fudge around the rim of the milkshake. And I forgot there's under the thing there's a chocolate chip cookie. Yeah, you see the chocolate chip cookies. Cookie snag that. But anyway, around the brim of the cup, you see fudge that's holding up all those candy pieces and the chocolate chips. Above that is a muffin serving as a cork for the damn thing, atop which are sprinkled more banana pieces, more chocolate shavings, and a lot more whipped cream. Then moving from left to right, you will see a chocolate chip cookie. Behind that is a banana moon pie. And on the far right on the skewer is a 3 pieces of frozen banana lovingly enveloped in chocolate, sweet milk chocolate. And then behind that, you see the logo, which is part of the straw. It also comes with spoons, and it's like passing a bowling ball. But it is so good. It is so good. So anyway, now you've seen the glory that is Coochie's. And it was funny. And yes, we did make the inappropriate jokes because of that. And what about the ones I sent you of you? I've got them. I haven't loaded them onto this computer, though. I'm on a broadcast computer. And yours was so much more. It seemed like it, didn't it? See, that's what I get. See, Paul was making things tough for our weight person, but I was being cooperative. See, this pays off. And that's disgusting. Yes, it is. And all the more fun to eat because of it. And Cindy is like, holy crap, what the hell is that? And I'm sure it's delicious, but that is way too much. Yeah, seriously. I don't even want to think about how many calories that is. I'm thinking it's a low four-figure calorie count there. And only about a fraction of it is possibly in any way good for you. So yeah, that was my diet is now writing Amnesty International begging for relief. So and we're going to stop sharing this. Okay, there we go. And so we get some more memory back here. But yeah, that is, I agree. I did not think it would be that huge. I was mistaken. Dear Lord, was I mistaken. I will never order that again, Willow. I promise you. Although they had a cotton candy that looked good from last month. But I'm likely to stick with, I like a good milkshake. Rarely do I order them. I'm that mindful of my health, though I got to tread the path of righteousness now. But it doesn't come in strawberry. That would be a deal breaker. They did have a strawberry shake, and I probably will try that next time, Joe. And good morning, friends and foes from John B. Pica. Good to see you, my magician friend. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you here as always. And sweet Lord, that is a meal in the cup. No joke. No joke. I was trying to, it's like it's 93 degrees. I'm aware it's melting. I want to enjoy it while it's still somewhat solid. And I wound up with probably about 20% of it on my shirt or my hands. It was a sticky, glorious mess there, but it was delicious. But oh man, I was in pain when I walked out there. And yes, I could have said no, I could have stopped, but hey, it's me. And Dawn says, Joe D, that's their specialty of the week. It rotates. Yeah. They had go to their page on Facebook, Joe. And it's called Kuchies on the water. And like Cookie and I said, it looked from the outside, it looked like a dive. But once you get inside, it's beautiful. It is really, it's kind of kitsch, but it was good. And the food was amazing. The food was fantastic. And Omni, you should see the Bloody Marys. Yeah, Bloody Marys are okay. But like I said the other day, I can think of a better use for tomato sauce and Worcestershire sauce. Like I'd cook the hamburger in Worcestershire sauce. I used to do that when I was young. And good morning, Kathy Jackson. Mwah! Good, happy, sunshiny morning to you, my darling. How are you and the family? Hope you're all doing well. And that would be a nice before bed sugar coma. To let you know, full disclosure again, Cookie said I'm driving. I said, okay, you are. And I said, any reason why? Has my driving been scaring you? She goes, no, because I know what's about to happen. And sure enough, once we got on Route 24, driving due east so we could head home, I slept for the next hour, sitting straight up in my passenger seat. I didn't wake up. Dawn will be more aware of this than most of you, but I didn't wake up till we hit Chenoa. And Cookie was like, Brian, wake up. You have to take over now. I can't drive any further. So yeah, it was interesting. And Coochie's on the water. That's right. So we all had our GPS looking for Coochie. And there's a place in Nashville called Legendary Milkshake Bar that makes shakes like those glorious. I got sticky at Cookie's shirt. Damien, you'd have fit right in with the tone of the afternoon. Weeby, Jackie Lawson. I think Jackie Lawson recommended it first, then Dawn seconded it, or is the other way around. And then after we found it, because a couple of us were spelling it the way we'd always thought it was, with a C. And so yeah, but we made our way out there, and it was a good time. I wish we could have had our tables together, but it was a lot of fun, and we had a blast with you guys. It was so much fun. The Indie Author Book Expo in Peoria, Illinois. Please come see us next time we're there, which will be in about a year. But also, Indie Author Book Expo will be doing one in Des Moines, Iowa, in early November. We will be there as well, weather permitting. And I was looking at the menu. I don't see any calorie listings. It's a legal requirement now for menus. Eric, I don't know if that's a law. Probably because they couldn't fit all the numbers in there. They didn't have a whole lot of diet stuff in there, that's for sure. I'm sure we could have gotten the dietary information, but then again, when you go eat in a bar, you're generally not looking, to watch your calories. I'll have the diet plate, please. No. They had a hamburger too, though. That was, oh my God, it was, I don't remember what all was in it, but it had like an adjunct hamburger attached to it. Like I said, it looked like some sort of wacky pop art thing from the 60s. But kudos to their chef. Oh my God, the food was so good. There was not an unhappy person in our assemblage, that's for sure. And Cookie, what'd she have? I don't remember what she had, but she really enjoyed it too. That was good. It was a chicken sandwich. It was a chicken sandwich. I was right. And I need to post up a video of how I make sweet and sour meatballs for family gatherings. Willow, I would, most of the time, you may not believe this, but Cookie and I cook at home more often than we go out. We both are good cooks. I will say I'm a good cook. I've been cooking since I was 8 years old. I still have the 1950 edition of the Betty Crocker cookbook that I learned from. Because at the time, I've told this story before, but at the time, one of my hobbies was putting together plastic model kits, like Universal Horror Line or superheroes or cars even. I love putting together car models, even though I had no interest in cars really at that time. I just liked the challenge of it, and painting them and gluing them and making them look all smooth and spiffy. And I wanted to do something for my mom one Sunday night when she was at church. And I realized and I thought, well, maybe I'll make her something. Maybe it's something simple, although I'd never cooked before. And I went through and I'm like, there's got to be something I can make. And I found a coffee cake. And as I was looking at the recipe, I realized that putting it together was just like the instructions on my model kits. So I put together a coffee cake for her and left her in the morning. And my mother said, we're going to teach you to cook because you did a great job. She said, you followed the instructions perfectly and it came out amazing. It was fantastic. I want to see you develop that skill. So I have been able to cook for myself since I was 8. All right. And I also saw the price of the shakes and thought of John Travolta from Pulp Fiction when Uma Thurman is ordering a shake. Yeah, this was a $13 milkshake. And all of us that looked at it said, yeah, that fits with the size of the amount that we got. It fits in with the price. We did not see a disparity there. And conjoined twin burgers, yeah, they were joined at the skewer. But they had surgery at the next table. Unfortunately, both sides died before we left. And right, going to a bar and asking for a diet rum and Coke or a diet Long Island iced tea, you might get kicked out. You might not just get kicked out. You might get kicked in places you just soon may not know you have. Yeah. And I can't say I blame them either. And Michaela Jade, hello from the road, headed home from Tennessee. Sweetheart, mwah. I'll talk to you tonight, maybe. And if you're too tired, let me know, okay? But otherwise, we'll catch up on your glorious exploits, and I'll share mine with you. Anyway, check out authormichaelajade.com. Author Michaela Jade also on Facebook, and you can become author Michaela Jade's Mercenaries. You can be one of her subs. And there we go. And good morning, Michaela from Dawn, and morning, Dawn. And did you see the Snicker shake go by? So yes, I did. That was a glorious calorie obscenity. It really was. And I learned how to cook from my foster mom, and my high school major was culinary arts. Willow, this is funny because when I was in high school, of course, this is in the early 70s. Okay, this is about the Paleolithic era, I think. And I wanted to take home ec. And you know what? You're always hearing now about, say, women that want to play on the men's football team or transgender people, of course, are having this incredible battle right now about being able to compete both professionally and otherwise on the athletic field with people of their identified genders. But back then, I asked if I could get into home ec because I wanted to learn these skills because I just knew even then I was going to be a bachelor for a long time. And my counselor forbade it. And the principal wouldn't let me do it. Now I could probably launch a lawsuit, you know. But I won't get into the politics now. I'll spare you all. But I was highly offended that because of my gender, I could not go into home ec. Now I understand they're letting students do that. But back in the early 70s, they were like, oh, no, you're a guy. Why aren't you playing football? Well, because I don't like being injured. You know, pain is not my friend. And hello, all. Love you, BKM. Love you too, Nick Talker. Check out Nicholas Talker's channel in about 4 minutes. Oh, I got to get out of here. 4 minutes. Go over to Nick's channel. Check out Never Mind the Furthermore. It's like my show, but better. A lot better. He is great. Nick, mwah, glad to have you here. Good. Okay. Glad you reminded me because I didn't look at the right clock in fixing this. So, So anyway, Nick, check out Nick's show. He's great. He seriously is. And if you thought any part of this show was great, then please give us a like or a love or however, and subscribe if you have not already. Eric Hawkins says, I'll be at the Age of Adventure show at the Haunted Milton Schoolhouse in Alton, July 2nd from 9 to 2. Check this man out. Pick up his Zombieful World of Oz stories and Zombieful Adventures. Great, great work. I'm seriously proud of this guy. And it was a requirement when I was in junior high. See, well, you're probably about 20 years younger than I am. In my day, it was not so. And plus, we were very rural downstate. You know, we're in Georgetown. Look it up. And no worries or rush. Hey, I worry, Nick. I take care of my people, and you're one of them, brother. So anyway, we're going to kill the comments here, but we are going to say, please, thank you to all of our subscribers on Patreon for helping power the rising tide. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you, yes, you, can support your favorite creators directly. And we have a page. Look up Brian K. Morris, all one word, all lowercase, on patreon.com and see what we offer in exchange for your support for furthering the rising tide. We've got some really cool stuff coming on. And I'm going to work on my blogs this week. We got 2 of them that everyone can read that subscribes. And we look forward to seeing you there. It'll be a great time. We always have a good time. We have some great discussions on there about writing and such. And also want to thank Rising Tide Publications for sponsoring the show because I am Rising Tide Publications and I said they're doing it. And also Plasma Fire Graphics. So the look of your book matters to you because it definitely matters to your readers. You've got a great book sitting in your computer queue. You need a great cover for it. And Jeffrey Hayes is the guy who can do it for you. So check him out at plasmafiregraphics.com and ask about his indie creator friendly pricing. You'll be glad you did. That's Plasma Fire Graphics when the look of your book matters to you. Because it definitely matters to your readers. And we miss you too, Cindy. Mwah. Hope to do a show with you soon. It's been way too long, girl. It has. And she's like, I am not a girl. No, you're a woman. And I am going to get my sexist butt out of here before anyone accuses me of anything. Neither of which will be right. So anyway, folks, we are so grateful that you are here. Thank you for spending the last hour or so with us. And again, if you've enjoyed any part of the show, please like, share, and subscribe as usual. And I want you to take that subscribe button and I want you to beat it into a sugar coma, okay? Because we love you so. But anyway, thank you for watching. We'll see you hopefully next week. But you know what you're going to get? No warning when we're going to be on. We may do extra shows during the week. You never know. So anyway, thank you, folks, for being here. And as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. Make us a great day for somebody else, and think of those who are in need of help right now. Send your thoughts and prayers to them. And as always, we'll see you soon here on No Warning. Take care, everyone.
How dare you!